A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off the option, here's Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Raiders at 2-11 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
13. One, Omaha.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. Counter play with Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Open man is Tucker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Jacobs looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Wait.
On the sneak is Garoppolo. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, Everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. In motion right is Johnston. Herbert on 3rd down now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday. There he goes left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 10.
21. Here we go. 1, Omaha. Set.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Myers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Garoppolo's and this throw brought in here by Mayer. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
21. Flag. Stand.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Here we go. Stand up.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe...
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Herbert now. He gets it to Johnston. And now the rookie's free. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there for L.A. 59 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. He finds Johnston. That's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. For Las Vegas about set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get scouted up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here we go. White.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Mayer. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second and a couple. In motion right goes Adams. Second down, Jacobs once more. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Hey, go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go, here we go.
The last two plays, each
11.
lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So off is Garoppolo, and in comes Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Allen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And the tight end goes in motion left. In motion goes the tight end.
Go. Stay on the tight.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Delay of game penalty, ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Dorsett. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go, here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
13.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
21. 21. Stay hot.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Lock.
Now Garoppolo. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
Here we go. 11.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll get this up to about the 40. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer. Down the right sideline, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play. Well, it looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Go, man. Grab right. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They snap it to Herbert. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Here we go. Fellas, here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On second down, Jacobs. And this time that play to the 30 will be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here we go.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Garoppolo. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Well, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner, turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here we go.
The Raiders on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 125 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And quickly, they get to the line.
28-yard gain. First down, Chargers.
Ready.
On first down, Justin Herbert finds Spiller on the check down. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed.
And the Raiders have got him. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. To the air again, Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Bilal Nichols able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. Allen, the man in motion right. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Jacobs. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
They run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from the 20. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Go.
Herbert on first down now. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Hold me trips right. 59, 59.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Hey, go Lion, Lion. Hey, Ram.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Go. Set.
Herbert throwing again. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man, it's Palmer. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Here we go.
2nd and 11. Jacobs now. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go.
3rd and 9 here. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returnable here for Davis. Higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you have to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Raiders, It's just their third win on the campaign as they move to 3-11 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.